Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today I'm in Roslyn, New York. Let's go thrifting. Today I'm at the Junior League of Long Island Thrift Shop at 1395 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn, New York. I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite stores because look at this. It's like a boutique, and it is. It's a thriftique. Everything is laid out beautifully. There's so much to see in this shop, and it's 2 floors. So don't forget to go downstairs, which we'll head over shortly. The first item I saw were these sherbet glasses, or champagne glasses probably. They're $5 each here. Online, they vary. This pair was $11.96. One was $8. So I think the store had a really good deal for $5 each. These were 6 for $50. That was a lot. This yarn, $2 a skein. I still have a lot of yarn in my inventory, and I don't know. I think I need to learn more about yarns that sell, but there are people that focus in on this, and if you know yarn, you may want to start selling it because it does sell well. And then over here at this table, what is this? Does anyone know what this is? Is this for sugar cubes or something? I think it was $25, which I think is a lot, and it need to be polished up, but I'm not sure what that is. If you know, please drop a line below. Then I walked over to this beautiful display. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. The black pegboard with the gold frames for the displays of all the necklaces and earrings and other jewelry. Unmarked necklaces were $10 a piece. There were belts here. This is a gorgeous display. I love the way they do this store. It's so pretty and unusual. I like that necklace too. I thought that was very nice. Although I think maybe it was a bracelet. It was very small. It would choke me if it was a choker. I would not be able to wear that. And I loved this display with all of the pins on it. I think that's great. Really nice. So I headed downstairs, which I highly recommend. A lot of times they have a lot of their sale items downstairs. And then along the way, you can look on either side, and there's a lot of paintings and pictures and whatnot all around. I love this monochromatic white table of dishware, and then there's a bunch of paintings and artwork, which if you are just getting an apartment or a house and you need to put stuff on your walls, it's great. I've been seeing a lot of these glass apples lately. This dish was only $2, so there's a bunch of them there. Great for a little party, a kid's party or something. For the fall, a nice apple dessert. This was, I believe, $20 for that. It looks a little stark for me. There's some interesting pieces, and it changes over all the time. Down here, these were $2 each, these mugs. I like these, this sugar and creamer set. This is Sasaki, and these were $5 each for the sugar and the creamer, which I think is a very good deal for them. They're really pretty. I love the color scheme. The only thing I found was 6 mugs plus the sugar and creamer for $52.99 for sale, but I didn't find any sold comps on that. Around the back, there's some beautiful table linens and table runners. Some really nice looking fall colors, but also just beautiful pieces that were pretty expensive when they were first bought. These I really liked a lot. They were $25 each and beautifully framed too. What do you think? Do you think that's expensive, or do you think that was a fair price for each of those? There's a sale rack, as I said, 50% off on this rack. These are Lenox, and they are $10 each for these bud vases. I'm not a big fan of Lenox, honestly. I think it's overrated, and I think there's just too much of it out there, and people think it's more expensive than it should be. But online, I found the pair selling for $25. So in the store, it was a good deal for $20 for both of those. But I shy away from Lenox unless it's the spice rack that's everyone is looking for. I made my way back up the stairs and found these are Prada sneakers, but I don't know if they're real Prada. I tend to shy away from the luxury brands because I'm always afraid that I'm going to buy something that's not real. And here's the thing. They're only $20, which was also a tip off for me that it was a little odd. The style as well. I found 2 pairs that look similar, one selling for $300 and one for $700. No sold comps, but then I found these. They are in Brazilian dollars, so 449 Brazilian dollars roughly translates to about 80 US dollars. So I felt like they were not real, and I stayed away from them and left them happily behind. But I made my way over to this corner of the store, and I love these KLM Dutch houses. I think they're so cute. They're not spices or anything like that. They're just little decorative houses. And they're $20 each. They're beautiful. They're in very good condition. I checked online and I found they run about $20 each for sale, and then sold comps, well, they're all over the place, especially when you put them on an auction. They don't sell very high. So I continued on. This was the showstopper. This white fox jacket is stunning, and it was only $100. I just love this. I think it would look so great winter white. Look at some of the sold comps of similar ones, but I think the one in the store is better looking and better quality, and at only $100, it's a great price. I made my way down to the end of this table and I saw some very interesting, I don't know what you do with this dish. Someone tell me. What do you do with that? And then I saw a Kosta Boda. I love Kosta Boda. That's a Swedish brand. This was $100. It's about 11 inches tall. Beautiful vase. When I looked it up, I found one selling for $150. And then others, these are smaller ones. These are about 8 inches tall. For about $60 on those, but really gorgeous. And I think that's a good price for $100 for the 11-inch tall vase. Then over here, there was a fabulous display of old hats. This mink pillbox hat was $50, which I think is a little high. I looked it up online, and they run on eBay about $35. And look at some of these fabulous hats. This looks like something out of Breakfast at Tiffany's. I just love that hat, although my gourd is way too big for any of these hats to fit on. And then I saw this hand warmer and matching hat. I assume it's like white fox. They're both $25 each, but so pretty, just stunning. And oh, there are times when you think back, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to have lived during those times when you wore matching hats and gloves and everything? But then you think, wow, that's a lot of work too. This was a beautiful mink coat. This was $200. Beautiful condition, beautiful, everything intact. The lining even had the name of the owner in it. Just gorgeous. Lots of dresses, lots of hats, and some really fabulous bags over here as well. I spotted this Teri Jon dress. I just love this color scheme, the white and blue. It's so, well, springtime. It's just gorgeous. And it was only $25. I mean, some of the prices are kind of all over the place. Like some things are a lot higher, and then something like this is only $25 and it doesn't look like it has ever been worn. Then I checked out these bags up here and I saw this Kate Spade snakeskin type bag. And I think it was $40 in the store. Online on Poshmark, they're selling one for $65. And on eBay, they're selling this one for $59. So good price in the store. Then over here, I saw this Bass tote bag, and it had its original tags on for $110, and in the store they're selling it for $50. Beautiful leather bag, really nice tote. I love that. And then I saw this Kate Spade, another one. This one was $50 and in beautiful condition. Pretty good price considering what they're selling for online, which is over $100. Then as I walked down here, I saw these beautiful green Air Jordans. I really love this colorway. It's beautiful, really nice, and they're in pretty good condition. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. They were $50, which is funny because the Pradas were only $20. So makes you go, When I looked them up online, there was a pair that sold for $75, and then of course someone who put on auction a pair and only sold them for $21.50. This is why we do not do auctions, people, right? Then over here, I was curious to see these wedding dresses, and I just think that if you are on a budget, why not pick a wedding dress up at a thrift store? This is $50 and it doesn't even look like it was used. It's in great condition, and there's some really absolutely beautiful, I mean, I think the pricing is really good on this. These children's bridal party dresses are only $25 each. I mean, that's a steal. They look like they're from Neiman's or somewhere like that, and they were probably worn once. Right next to the dresses, I saw this monkey picture. It's so cute. It's a Majolica one, but it is $250. Come on. $250 for this monkey. And then online, you can see one selling for $105 and another selling for $60. By the way, that background is terrible. You're never going to sell that monkey with that background, so stop it. But I think they priced it based on the Cherish $700 price tag, which is crazy. Public Thrift Announcement: stop using Cherish as a comparison. That's what they want to get for that monkey, not what they're gonna get. They think they are, but they're not. No one wants a monkey picture for $700. No. That's my public thrift announcement for the day. Over here, these men's Ferragamo loafers are beautiful. They're $200 and they are a little bit worn in. So I think that price is a little high, especially when I saw a pair of really nice ones that sold for $200 and another pair that are somewhat worn that sold for $189. Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. You may want to check out this video I did on this same shop about 2 years ago. You'll enjoy it.